I'm straighten it up. I'm on a brain. I'm straighten it up so I can't too see. I'm losing my house. Wagwan, what's up? Good afternoon, Wagwan. Wagwan, happy blessed Thursday, everyone. It's about 3 p.m. now. Yeah, yesterday I was to do some posting, but I got caught up. I went to visit my friend. Remember I told you guys that I have a friend who did a kidney transplant? Yes, I went to visit her yesterday and hung out with her for a few hours. Well, she wanted me to come back today. I don't know, my fridge just come. People, when you replace something, it's such a journey. So when I move the fridge and sit behind the fridge, all kind of something will drop. You know, when they dip on the fridge, when them drop behind the fridge, and the whole pot dust will come in the winter. I don't know where the dust come from. Hey girl, hey boy, hey people, hey boy. It was a lot. Thank God for my son. Thank God for my son, I tell you. Because I get miserably when he wasn't here at first, but when him come after the fact, yeah, it was a lot for him to do. To take it out and all them something. They took out the refrigerator because it was a big size one, you know, we come with the ice maker and all of that, and yeah, it was a lot because the guys who deliver this fridge claims through order it online, we do it online, we shop online. When you shop in the store, you get a lot of offers like they will pick up and take away and all them something there. Them said through that wasn't in the thing, so we had to take it out ourselves, and so it was a lot. I have to literally pull down the fridge because the guy was like, you know that you guys have to take off the door, and I true because when the guys they bring the fridge at the time, I have this fridge like 12 years now, 10, 12 years now. When the guys brought it the time for real, they had to come with the door on it differently to assemble the door. I never remember that. So this was, yeah, the plane. Let it go. Is it loud? I'm on the second floor. You can imagine if we up on the 6th floor. Or it feel like that take off the people in head over there. Look at loud. And I'm on the 2nd floor. So just imagine winter fly over the people in head who's on the 6th floor or it's on. I always think about that. Anyway, let's not get to, because when I see a topic, I'm gonna click on it and the people in my talk all kind of something I get cross. Come here and say, wanna get to the point now? Get to the point. So let me get to the point. Are we obligated to our parents? That's the title. Are we obligated to our parents? And by saying that, it means the same thing. Are our kids obligated to us? Because we are our kids' parents, right? So are we obligated to our parents? And is by the twist, are our kids obligated to us, which is the same thing, obligated to your parents? And I think we are obligated to our parents. I really do think we are. I was just talking to my granddaughter about it too. And, you know, something triggered me why I decided from yesterday that I would do this as a content, you know. I remember many years ago when I was a young teenager, my aunt visited from England. That's my grandmother's daughters, right? My grandmother daughter them, right? And they visited, and I remember my grandmother was saying something to them, and they were like, Mama, cause them come with them British mind now, you know, cause them there England. First of all, them there England before me born, and one of them just died literally like maybe 2 months ago, and I just heard about it the other day. Yeah, so she just died 2 months ago. Yeah, and so if I am 59 and they're England before me born, so you know, so we are talking about some 60 odd years or whatever, cause them not them 80s now, right? Them not them 80s now. Come on. I'm gonna black you out. Yeah, them not them 80s now. Wow. Them not them 80s now. So we are talking, wow. So we are talking about So them there in England over 60 odd years, easily, right? Easily. Maybe 70 years, who knows? I don't even know. Yeah. So when they came down, and this was many years ago when I was a young teenager, and I never forgot it, because I thought that was really mean of them at the time, and I still do. Anyways, she was talking to my grandmother. She was talking to her mother, which is my grandmother, and she was like, "Mama, I like my grandmother must do one buy something." And she said, "If I wasn't here, how would I get the money?" And as a young teenager, I made it feel it. I was like, why would you be asking your mother that? Because, yo, nothing sweet me so when me used to go back home and just full of the house with everything what my grandmother couldn't afford. Nothing ever sweet me so. Mighty God. It was the best feeling ever when I got on my barrel them. Oh, can I remember in them days there, you know, when my aunts used to come down, my grandma used to make sure to buy the D&G soft drinks. There. Remember them stuff there? Baby, hey, we used to drink this soda, them and go on like them a big shot drinks, you know. God, oh God. And so my grandmother used to buy what them coming? Them coming a case of 28 or 24. A 24? I used to get the cola champagne, a pineapple, the the orange, the cream soda, and the grape. A five flavor, right? 5 flavors, right? All right. So, grandma used to make sure them stop the buy. When my auntie them come, or anybody come from foreign, come like Christmas away. Boy, Christmas. So, when my over this now, we are through the chair and swivel, you know. Sure. Black out now. So when my I don't remember what my grandmother wanted to buy. Like she wanted more money too. They were like, if we weren't here, you know, and you know, you're a child and you can't get involved in the argument. I made it feel so bad for my grandmother. I'm not telling the truth. I made it feel bad. Because why asking your mother if you weren't here, what should I do? Are you there? Make sure I go overdo the do. Because if she used to cook 2 pounds of chicken, you there now she can't cook 2 pounds of chicken. Notice she have to cook 3 pounds of chicken or 3.5 pounds of chicken. And give one the best part and like I remember you know when people used to come down and Mr. Jesus, if you know Jesus sending from ever come down and lie me I tell. Everybody frightened for them. But all of we frightened. Right? And so when she said that to my grandmother now, I was really never forget it because it did hurt my feelings. You know, because if my grandmother should buy a pound of chicken for the chair we used to live. Or should I buy a pound of chicken and you come then I want to come from foreign. So I don't remember my grandmother wanted to, you know, and she said that. And her next thing was like, you know, you guys need to travel because in England, let's just say England, in England, you know, no one is responsible for their mom. You know, their mom have to be, and so she started British like she not Jamaican. Ah, God. Yeah. And she started telling me the rules of England that parents are responsible for themselves. Kids are not responsible for the parents in England. And, you know, uno Jamaican, you know, and she didn't realize. And remember, you know, this was her mother who raised their daughters for her until they were of age. Big people, like big teenager, 19, 20. She took them. You understand? And now it's like, to me, it's like you show off for your mother. Basically, I made that say to myself. I made a school with from a friend. Let's used to pray and hope say. I never want to travel, but I don't want to come a friend, just like my grandmother. I always have said if I could just come to friend to really help her. And God gave me the chance and I really did. I never just procrastinate and think. I really did. I came through. Thank God. I came through. And so it was the sweetest thing for me go a yard man. First of all, the barrel I reach before me. When me go down my barrel done and so me have to just go down and go to walk within 2 days. Get my barrel. At time, people remember I used to put the pigtail at the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, man. We put the pigtail at the bottom of the barrel. They could keg them. Yeah, man. All 3 of that. And then something there. And it was the sweetest thing for us to reach Jamaica. and just start shop and just pull out the house everything what my grandmother want and what she don't want. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. It was wow. Boy, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how people don't want the back for them parents and so I don't understand it. But anyway, let us get into it. So that was the mind frame. Now that I came here for real, I realized where my aunt, even though she should not have said that to her mother, right? Because first of all, in time my grandmother about late 60s, 70s at the time, you know? And where you expect her to get money from? She was always a housewife. Where you expect her to get money from if my grandfather retire and I live off retirement? When I expect her to get money from for you come down now as an extra mouth and I ask, so you know extra mouth? So wait, you know? Anyway, a lot of God. Hope I get caught up in that story. Yeah. So anyways, you know, something came across me the other day and I was saying, so I know someone who was going through something at the time and they were saying that they thought their child would be more involved, you know, by assisting them doing certain stuff. I mean, I want to go into details for the person to say, I come carry a business by my show about something I really want to say. But basically, we're expecting from our children. And she was a bit disappointed. And I could understand where she's coming from. Because, for real, the Bible tells you once a man, twice a child. That's number one. And sometimes, twice a child really means when you get elderly. It don't really mean I don't think it was talking when you're sick. It tells you once a man, twice a child. But sickness can also put you in a twice a child situation where you need assistance from your kids to be with you. And you can be in your 30s, you can be in your 40s. What may I say, not to be old. You can be young enough, you know, and you need assistance. And if you have children who are old enough to help you do certain things, if they are not going to do it, who do they expect to do it for you? Because you have them and you are the mother and they have you, right? You're supposed to have them and they're supposed to have you, right? And you have them as the mother, but they should have you as the kids? Don't you think they should have you as the kids, have your back as the kids? Because if they don't do it, they allow other people for come in and help you out, and then talk starts. Your sister have to come help you. You're putting them there. You know, your friend have to come help you, and you have grown kids can help you. And then, you know, they just live them life and feel to them too young. And I was having a conversation with my granddaughter. Because when I come in and when I see my son that helped me, even though I was mad at first because, you know, but when him come and take over, it was a lot. He did a lot, and I was like thinking about this situation with once a man, twice a child, and our kids obligated to us. And I think if you were a good mother to your child, your child supposed to be obligated to you. That's my opinion. Remember say me a long time big man, old school big man. I remember say, once you're a parent, if you're given the chance to live to get old, you want somebody to look after you. So if you not believe in it now, trust me, so when you get old, you not believe in it. You not believe in it quick and fast. Because in our in our culture, when I was growing up in my culture, you take care of your parents. You take care of your grandparents. It was the sweetest thing to go work and come home and to contribute when me could have contribute. It was, you just feel big. You just feel responsible. You just feel, I don't know, this whole thing just changed. I don't know, but tell me guys, what do you think? And if you don't agree, tell me why. If I feel if you were a good parent or parents, father, mother, to your children, and you are getting sick or you're getting old, whatever put you back in a child position, Whatever put you back in the twice a child, because sometimes the sickness put you back in twice a child, and sometimes, most likely, sometimes is the golden age catch you back in the twice a child. I was going to church on Sunday, and while going to church in the 11 o'clock bells, some churches were over. One part was over and another segment about to start, and I caught a few elderly who were being taken to church, right? I caught a few elderly who were being taken to church by their, whoever was holding them, whether this was their daughters, granddaughters, but they were held and were taken to church by their hands. Some of them holding by their arm, and I was saying to myself, oh, I wish my mother was that poorly that I could still take her to church, like, assist her to church. I was thinking that. But then again, I was thinking about it. And I was saying to myself, once a man, twice a child. So from Sunday, it was in my thought. And then, I was talking to a friend and she was going through something. And I was like, I need to come with this topic. Too many coincidences. Once a man, twice a child. And when I saw them carrying their parents to church, I was like, remember, obviously, many years ago before that, when that person who's taking them was a child, they used to get them ready, comb them ear, brush them ear, and take them to church, Sunday school, and them something. They carry them to school and all them something. And I said to myself, because when I was young, I was like, oh, the Bible mean by twice a child. Oh, you can be twice a child because you're young and naive and you're not thinking, you're not smart enough, because you did young. And then now you see it for yourself, so wow. So the question is, because I see so much people are complaining how them have how many kids, and them kids don't look on them. I have to wonder if they were good parents. So come here, I say to myself, say, how can you really be a good mother to 5 children, 3 children, 2 children, and them turn them back on you? How? Under what? Under what? Why would you have 5 ungrateful kids? So you have to wonder if you were a good mother in the first place, or a good parent in the first place, father, whatever. Because I can't really understand. But I have an example. And I realized, because sometimes when you catch yourself, you say, because I tell you the truth. I'm a family, I see the video and I care 0 right now. I care 0 right now. I think my grandmother and grandfather should have gotten better lives, better liberty, better treatment from them kids, especially those that were in England. I think they should have gotten. So now me realize, you can be a good parent and you get kids who, I don't know. I really don't know, because I always talk about my aunts and I don't understand why my grandmother never get a better life. And I guess it's because, as them say, their motto was, kids are not responsible for their parents. But them all and tired now. So I wonder who will look out for them. You see your life funny? Them all and tired now. And even if you're not looking after them physically, because looking after them doesn't mean you have to looking after them physically. It means you financially you get somebody like an aid. Financially you put them in a place. Then if you don't want them to live with you, put them in a decent retirement home. And it's easier to keep them, because if my mother was here now, cause I was gonna take my mother, because when she was in the rehab and she was about, before them tell her about the pastor and she was about to be discharged, come home. Every time I remember the pastor part, I get upset because I don't take her home. Anyway, they spoke to me and they asked me if I wanted her to stay, because the rehab also, it was a rehab / nursing home. And they asked me, I said, no, my mother could come by me. Yeah. And I spoke to my mother. I said, would you like to stay in the nursing home? And she said, no. I said, because, they do not want you to go back home because you live on the 3rd floor in a private house, but she live on the 3rd floor. And it's too many steps for you. They say you can't handle it and whatever. And and so they asked me if you could come by me, and I said yes. So, and she said, you want to come by me? Because my mother was very peculiar, And she said, yeah, mother come. I said, and me just make sure I say, you just come until you get strong. But, me the plan to keep her until whatever, And I was willing to take my mom. Because first of all, me not have no money for send a nursing home for true. Unless you're going to go on government something. But me never have no money. So me don't take her. That's number one. I was going to take her. But, and I was willing to take her. I never hesitated. Because it's a part of our culture where you take care of your parents and your grandparents, don't it? And so what I saw my grandmother went through, when I came here, Mr. Me, you're madman. And I did, I thank God that, sometimes, a lot of time people talk, say, oh, I'm going to find me, I'll do this and this, and I'm going to find it all here came from them. I'm glad I did live out my fantasy of coming to foreign and look after my grandmother. I'm glad I get the opportunity. I'm glad me never change. And I look after her, man. Yeah, I look after her, man, until the end. I look after her. And I feel proud. My grandmother couldn't want to me hear about it. Yeah, madman. Barrel I go every year. And take care of her, man. Take care of her. I go down, take care of her. And I did, I kept, I tell you guys already, but, maybe you guys have not seen a video. I kept a thank you party for her. Tell her, thanking her for raising me, and, because them could send me a jacket. So, I still thank her for raising me. And kept a party and everything, cut the cake, thank you, mama, whatever. Invited family and friends, and a lot of people were moved by it and said, boy, Alison, whatever. But I'm glad I get the chance to pay back what I could as appreciation, you understand? And so, no, I'm getting older. I am thinking about myself, and I'm saying, but when I hear these young people talk, it's like they don't want to be around us. It's like, I even said, because I would want to live with one of my kids, to tell the truth. I would want to live, but I do not want to live in a room. I want to live like of my own. Like, let us say it's a one family house. I would like it to be a one family house with a basement. Meet at the basement. When I have my own space and everything. But I just want to know, say, if me drop and me need something, and me say somebody can run come downstairs. If it's a 2-family home, I want to live on the first floor. If it's a 3-family home, I want to live on the first floor. But when you hear the kids them talk, sorry, my burp. When you hear the kids them talk, because you're listening, you realize everybody wants to live on their own, and nobody wants to drag you with them. And then you start things, say, and I talk to my kids, and the thing about America is, America believe in a nursing home, and I don't mind a nursing home. I just want a good retirement home. I just want, because I've worked with 2 elderly ladies already in Long Island. I don't remember what the complex name, but I tell you, when I went there and I worked, I was like, wow, it was such a nice place. They had theaters, they had golf course, they had pool. It was nice. A lot of amenities. It was nice. And I was like, this is a retirement home? Yeah. So if I were to live in I wouldn't mind moving into a retirement home, and give them space and so forth. But, yeah. But I'm just saying, are we responsible or obligated to our parents to take care of them when they get down? And what does that mean? Do you have to take them in? You don't have to take them in. Just put them in a nice facility. But can you afford it? That's another problem. Are their pension or whatever them have, they call the other one again, oh Lord, Social Security. Is it enough? Is it enough for them to and then everything I get crazy, I know, and all them stuff there. So, is it better for you to take them or whatever? What is it? And I said to myself, wow. Because some people can't bother again. The nursing home is it, and them come visit you when them can. You know, and then I start get concerned. Them still live in the moment, but I'm a person who always live ahead. And so it's very concerning to me now. Very concerning to me now to start thinking, what my future holds. Yeah. But to answer the question, I do believe that kids are obligated to their parents. Because if you are not obligated to them, who is when they get old? Who's supposed to do it? Who's supposed to do it? And remember, you all get old too. God, if God bless you to live a certain age, you all get old too. Who all look after you? If you don't have children, I understand. But if you have children, who of them supposed to look after you? And looking after it doesn't mean physically, but it means financially. Can you get an aid? And if you have a nice room where you can put them in, and so that would be nice. That would be really nice. I wouldn't want that. I would only want that if we really reach whole and pop down and definitely, but me don't really want my space, me don't just really want my space and so, but, yeah. But this generation, man, they just think differently though. They just feel like they have to live their life too. I was talking to my granddaughter and she said, well, Nana, we have our life to live too and so, and I'm just listening and they're right. But however, but I think our era is over when we believe in taking care of our parents and willingly do it and gladly do it. I think our era is about to be over. Yeah, I think our era is about to be over. Kids, these nowadays, not late 20s, but middle 20s, up to about 40. I think they believe that you must be able to take care of yourself all right through, even if you bury yourself. Yeah, yeah. And it makes me concerned. I just pray that God will give me health and strength and that I really can take care of my mother was living with her husband until she died when she was 83. And she got a little poorly, and so cooking was not a part of her strength anymore. So I used to cook and make sure she get her dinner. And when I don't cook, I make sure the food by. You understand? When I don't cook, I make sure the food by. Breakfast. My daughter go there and make sure she get her breakfast. Sometimes I cook, as I said before. Sometimes I buy it, from the Jamaican spot, but she makes our laundry was done. Go fair house, get her laundry. So I did what I was to do. She was living with her husband, and whatever she couldn't do anymore, I started doing for her. Shopping for her and all of that. Taking it to her house and all of that, and make sure she was good. When it comes to Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays, yeah, I make sure me there and make sure she Mother's Day. Yeah, we did it in physically, in presence, yeah, and presence as presents, not present, but presence, yeah, and yeah, make sure she was, she knows that she was loved, and these holidays, she can go to certain, we come, and it was just me and my 3 kids and my daughter 2 kids, so. Yeah, we'll make sure we put out the effort, man. I appreciate my kids, them being so willing. I call them and say, yo, we got mama, we got Emma mama, we got grandma. And everybody does on board. They say it's our birthday, we're going there. I'm gonna make sure I give them a couple of days in advance. Listen, next week, Sunday, your grandmother's birthday, we are going there. Or next week, Thursday, whatever. And everybody, yeah, we're there. We plan where we are going there. And we carry our favorite food and we always, so. Yeah. So tell me what you think. Do you think we are obligated to our parents and vice versa, our kids are obligated to us? What do you think? I think they should be obligated to us once we were good parents, because if we don't have them, who do we have? They had us, and because they were a child, they never asked to born. We understand that, but they born and we give them the best. You understand? And now the role has been reversed because we get old now and them coming up and reverse now. Who's supposed to take care of we? The Bible don't tell you so once a man, twice a child. Sometimes you have to feed all your grandparents, them and your parents, them. I remember my mother was in the hospital, I was feeding her. I have video everything, I take her feed her. And I wait till she eat, just like how you feed a baby. And I say, eat up now. Eat up. I say, you have to go on with them. I say, eat up something now, because it takes so long to eat. And so, and you feed and you wipe them out same time and all them something there. You know, if our kids are not for us to do it, who's going to do it? And me used to work in a nursing home. And we don't know how the eat them go on. You know, because them don't have much people to look after. They don't have no time for a pet when I pamper away. So, going to a nursing home, you know, nursing home is not even good. It's a retirement home is better, because retirement home, you live on your own and the aide can come in and look after you. So, I prefer living in a retirement home opposed to a nursing home. You understand? I don't know. But I'm telling you that, boy, you know, you know, you wonder with people who do have kids, what are their plans? You know, what are their plans, you know? What are their plans? And if they were a good auntie to their nephews or to their nieces, that's when those nieces and nephews become adult. Them can take them on and say, no, man, I'm an auntie, that man, you're mad. My auntie can't come live with man. My auntie was like my mother, man. So, any of you who do have any children, you better take on yourself and treat your nieces them good, or your nephews them good, or your godchildren them good. That's when you become of age. One of them would have the heart and say, me taking my godmother, man, your mother. She was a good godmother. And if them don't have to even take you in, they're just willing to help you live a better life somewhere. You know? Because you don't have to live with your children, you know. But if they all could come together monthly and help you to live a better life, like in a retirement home, that would also be good and welcoming, you know? So, on the time, on the thing, give me ideas of what you think of. Are we obligate our parents, or vice versa? You know, our parents obligated to us only? Because my daughter said to me, my little daughter said to me, Mommy, you took on that role to be a mom, and you're a mom as long as you live. I said, yes, I'm your mother as long as I live, but you're my daughter as long as I live too. What were you trying to say? Because I said to her, the same obligation I think I have for you, I think it's the same obligation you're supposed to have for me. But them say, no, you gotta have them. You gotta have them. So there goes that. So guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in another video. Tell me what you think. That one is deep. You know, a lot of sometimes I want to bring some topics to the platform where now I draw a crowd, but at my age, it's not even about drawing crowd. It's just to have an open dialogue with some things that apply to us, or so apply to us, and we just talk about it. And every now and again, we talk about it. It's not something you talk about once a while. Maybe a 6 months later, again, we bring it up again or whatever, and we talk about it, right? We talk about it and see what's up. Yeah, but you know, I believe that as kids, we are obligated to our parents. I believe that, and I've lived that with my mother, and I've lived with my grandmother. And so, I tell my kids, them, say, I'm not expecting less. Honestly, the example that I set for you guys by being there for my mother and my grandmother. And I hope you guys will do the same thing for me, because I was and am a good mother and a great grandmother. So, there goes that. So, I tell my grandkids, say, you don't get off of the hook too, because I was a good grandmother. And I am a good grandmother. You understand? Yeah. Yes. So with all that said and done, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in another video. I'm out. Boop. Then my dining area, so I look through the window. Watching somebody eat. And drop them chicken bone. You see that? Let me show you. Drop them chicken bone, you can see it? Right, that's up on the AC. On the AC. You can see it? Drop them chicken bone right there on the AC. I throw to the window. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's that. The back of this look like it's ready for paint, man. The landlord need to paint this place, yeah. Yeah. That's it. I'm out. Love you. Family. Well, it's about after 3 now. I'm gonna drop it. So hopefully get it by about 4 o'clock, 4:30 on this Thursday afternoon. I'm going to go to the park one of them there and talk to one or two. I'm going to go to the park one of them there. Like, no, like, Jesus, I'm going to go back and work in a couple of days, Jesus. That fret me already. I can't do this Thursday already. Last week, Thursday this time, but I was ready to go work. I couldn't wait. I'm like, Lord God, thank God today Thursday. And look here. Thursday reach already. Mighty God. The week done. Staycation. Hey, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video.